My mother-in-law said my pregnancy announcement was attention-seeking, so I recreated her gender reveal instead. So there I was typing the perfect pregnancy announcement for our family group chat. My husband Joe and I had just gotten back from my 12-week ultrasound, and I was so excited to finally share our news. I'd taken a cute picture of the ultrasound photo next to a little pair of baby booties, and typed Joe and I are thrilled to announce baby Thomas coming February. I hit send and watched the hearts and congratulations roll in from Joe's family. His sister sent like 15 heart emojis, and his cousins were already arguing about baby names. Then I saw my mother-in-law Beatrice start typing. She typed for ages, then stopped, then started again like she was really crafting something special. Then she hit send. Wow, a group text. How very attention-seeking of you, Melissa. I guess private phone calls are too much effort for your generation. Everything has to be a big announcement for maximum likes and validation, doesn't it? My stomach literally dropped to my feet. Joe saw my face change and immediately pulled me into a hug, whispering that his mom was being ridiculous and he loved how we announced it. But the damage was done. All these sweet messages kept coming in, but Beatrice's comment sat there like a turd in a punch bowl, ruining everything. Joe's sister Amy immediately texted me privately saying not to worry about Beatrice being Beatrice. Then she mentioned something about Beatrice's gender reveal disaster from 2019 and started sending me videos. The first one showed Beatrice's entire backyard looking like a gender reveal store had exploded. Pink and blue balloons everywhere and at least 50 people wearing these ridiculous team girl or team boy shirts. There was Beatrice in the center holding not one but 6 pink powder cannons like some kind of gender reveal warrior. When she fired them, the wind caught all that powder and blew it straight into her neighbor's hedge. The dry bushes went up in flames instantly, and the video turned into absolute chaos. People were screaming and running around with garden hoses, while Beatrice kept shrieking about having a girl completely oblivious to the fire behind her. You could hear the fire trucks coming at the end. Amy kept sending stuff. Screenshots of Beatrice's insane Pinterest board with literally hundreds of gender reveal ideas. Photos from the party showing this 3-tier cake with an edible ultrasound on top that probably cost more than my car payment. She'd hired professional photographers and rented these giant light-up letters that spelled BABY. Amy told me Beatrice had sent 47 messages to the family group chat planning every single detail, but somehow my one ultrasound photo was the problem. That's when I knew exactly what I needed to do. Beatrice's birthday party was in 2 weeks and she was having a party in her backyard. I found the same party supply store she'd used and ordered 6 pink powder cannons just like hers. The guy on the phone probably thought I was nuts, but whatever. The morning of Beatrice's party, I loaded the box into our car while Joe kept asking what I was up to. I just smiled and told him to trust the process. We got to Beatrice's house where she was already holding court on her patio surrounded by her book club friends going on about her new marble countertops or whatever. I waited until everyone was gathered around eating cake, then stood up with my big box making sure everyone could see me. Then I announced that since Beatrice had taught me my text message was too attention-seeking, I wanted to share our baby's gender the proper way, using her as inspiration. Beatrice's face went from confused to pale as I pulled out the first cannon. Amy caught on immediately and started showing the old videos on her phone to anyone who'd missed the original incident. Joe's dad saw those cannons and practically sprinted to move the grill away from anything that could catch fire, muttering about not going through this again. I set up all 6 cannons while explaining this was exactly how Beatrice showed us to celebrate big moments. People were watching Amy's phone and pointing at Beatrice asking if that was really her setting fire to the hedges. Beatrice stood there frozen like a deer in headlights while her book club friends whispered behind their hands, "It's a boy!" I screamed, firing all the cannons at once. Blue powder exploded everywhere, covering the patio furniture and getting in everyone's drinks. The silence afterward was incredible until Joe's uncle yelled something about checking the hedges and everyone burst out laughing. Beatrice's face was purple as she grabbed my arm and dragged me into her kitchen. "How dare you humiliate me like this?" I smiled at her and told her I was just following her example of announcing big news properly. She tried to sputter out a response, but by then Joe's aunt had followed us and mentioning how Beatrice had also criticized her pregnancy announcement. Then Joe's cousin chimed in about her baby shower being called excessive. Within minutes, half the family was crowded in the kitchen sharing their own stories about Beatrice judging everyone while throwing the most ridiculous over-the-top parties. Beatrice actually left her own birthday party early and didn't talk to us for 3 whole months. When our son was finally born, I sent a simple photo to the group chat with just his name and weight. Beatrice responded in literally 30 seconds saying how beautiful he was and asking when she could visit. I just told her, "Sorry, but visiting in person seems a bit desperate for attention."